Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you please rise if you are able as the Capitol Theatre's artistic producer, Rob Kempson, and accompanist Scott Petrangelo lead us in the singing of O Canada.
Our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Scott. All right, let's see if we remember how to do this. Good evening. Welcome to Port Hope's annual Civic Award ceremony. I can't believe it's been since 2019 we've stood in here and done this ceremony. It's so exciting to be here, to come together to celebrate the tremendous efforts of our volunteers in this community. We all know, we witness it every day, the efforts of our volunteers. My name is York Bellsmith. I'm your MC for this very special presentation. It has been a great honor to MC the Port Hope Civic Awards ceremony for the past several years, albeit in front of a camera as opposed to in front of the audience. And this is, well, so much better. So much better to be live in person as opposed to virtually, thanks to the global pandemic. It is really thrilling. The word here was written for me, thrilling, but I can't think of a better word than that. It really is thrilling to be back here. The drive into the theater this afternoon, it was just like old times. It really feels good. And it's really a pleasure to have you all here. We have quite the program for you here tonight. Before we proceed, though, we would like to thank Piper Helena Finn Vickers for escorting our dignitaries in attendance into their seats. Thank you very much. At this time, I would like to invite Deputy Mayor Les Andrews to say a few words on behalf of the municipality.
Well, thank you, York, and I've never been known to say just a few words. Well, tonight we're here to celebrate the 34th Annual Civic Awards, and we're here live in person, together, and all I can say is it's been long overdue, and thank goodness we're here at last together. This program has become a highlight on our calendar, providing much-deserved recognition to community members who are making effort and doing good things. Our award categories give us a platform to showcase the different and broad elements that make up our local culture. We have a very diverse and a very active population here in Port Hope, and that's what makes a community. I mean, you know, the roads and buildings are nothing compared to the people within the community. It's my sincere pleasure to acknowledge the outstanding contributions and achievements of our award recipients, and you'll see how the impact of their combined efforts improve our whole community. Congratulations to all those who are nominated, and sincere thanks to those who took the time to make a nomination. Well, without you, our nominators, there would be no Civic Award. And thank you, York, for joining us back in our award stage to make this a special occasion. And I hate following you because you have such a great radio voice. And thank you, and I'll see you later on in the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your remarks, Les, and to everyone in the audience and to all of our recipients tonight. Mayor Bob Sanderson sends his congratulations from Italy. I understand he's there looking at waterfront property for the municipality. It worked. There's another special guest here tonight who wishes to extend a greeting. Please welcome back to the stage Rob Kempson.
Thanks, York, and thanks for calling me a special guest. I mean, I'm just always in this building, so I don't
that's
feel
special.
that special. But I'm glad that you said that. I'm going to steal the music stand back from the band just because I know that when I sing my little song, I can't remember the words. So I'm going to just move some harmonicas here. I first of all would like to thank everyone so much for coming to the Capitol Theater. It is really our pleasure to host the Civic Awards this year. And before we move forward, I just wanted to start with a bit of a land acknowledgement, because I think that we talk a lot about the history of this building, but we tend to do a less good job about talking about the history of this land and the peoples who have kept and cared for it from time immemorial. So, the Wendake Wencio, the Haudenosaunee, the Mississaugas, and the Anishinaabe, as well as many other nations recorded and unrecorded from time immemorial. So we just take a second in the spirit of truth and reconciliation there. I would also like to thank you so much for being here, because this is my first season at the Capitol. And as the artistic producer, there's a lot of other duties as assigned. So today I was visiting some people who are going to be billets for us this summer. And earlier this week, Jeannie convinced me to sing out Canada. So none of that was in my job description when I took this job, but I revealed that I have a past history as an actor, which is thankfully for you not a current history. And so as soon as she found that out, she decided that she should make me sing. So that's why Scott's here. So when we launched our season, which happened in November, and I'm about to go into rehearsal for the very first show of it next week, I was really excited to share with people a spirit of hope, because we've all been in this pandemic and coming back together feels very inspiring, but also because I'm really excited about the plays. We start rehearsals with A Closer Walk with Patsy Cline next week. I hope you'll come and join us for that, as well as Stag and Doe, as well as 9 to 5. I hope you'll buy a subscription. I hope we'll become friends. But until then, I'm going to sing you the song I sang in November, because I think it expresses the same feelings that we still feel about to kick off the season. You say this COVID pandemic has led to much time spent away. You cried when we had no live theater, no concerts, no screenings, no smiles. We were sad. Remember before this arrangement when we stayed away? Now we're making you glad. Remember, despite our estrangement, we love our fans. Welcome back. Soon you'll see, you'll remember where you long to be. Welcome back, time will tell. You'll remember how we served you well. The popcorn's popped, we enthrall. We can do it at the Capitol. And when push comes to shove, we are launching this new season to remind you of our love. Da 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 da. You say we're bored of Netflix and we can't go on. Well, you'll be the one subscribing when this song is done. Or at least I hope so. That would be the idea. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause it's a time to connect. Though masking isn't perfect, you won't know what to expect this season. It's really something, and I know I'm biased, but I cannot wait to share it with you. Welcome back. Like before, we've got oh so very much in store for your help, for your support. We can come together now to cavort. When you were gone, we went mad. So don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, we will entertain your family to remind you of our love. Da 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 da. There's someone here who knows this song, so she's got to sing along with me right now. Here we go. Everybody sing together. It's just da da da. Here we go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you throughout the summer.
Thank you, Rob, for the coolest welcome back I think I have ever witnessed, and welcoming back to the one and only Capitol Theatre. Thank you so much. We've got a lot of talented people in the building here tonight, and with that in mind, we are going to invite Greatest of Ease back for one final song. Greatest of Ease wrote a tune called Townie, which is a song that was inspired by life in Port Hope, both about being from here and about moving here and embracing this community. I'm really excited. I've been waiting a long time to say these words. Please welcome back Greatest of Ease.
So this song's about kind of growing up here and moving here and loving here, and hopefully we get to make a video here, right, Eric, about this song, but pandemic's kind of put a little bit of, let's be positive. We're going to make a video here. It's called Townie. Those of us grew up here, and there are those that came here from elsewhere. Oh, but we all feel the same. We have a river that runs through town. Old Hollywood sure likes to hang around. Our town with vintage flair. Oh, I love them the same place. We're sharing in our dreams, checking out our taste. Oh, I feel the same today as we did back then. All along, locked our town like this. Got a valley with hills on each side. In our youth, we sure like to ride. Oh, how did we live to tell? There was this music scene in our days. Some of us still do it, some just parted ways. What a time for teenage years. Oh, I love of the same place. We're sharing in our dreams, checking out our taste. Oh, I feel the same today as we did back then. All alone, we locked our town like this. all like this. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. You're going to hear a lot more from these guys, gals. Thank you once again to Greatest of Ease. We really appreciate you filling the theater with song again here tonight. You guys rock. Can't wait to hear more. All right, now on to tonight's presentation of awards. A little housekeeping first, though. For the recipients in the audience, when your name is called, we ask that you come to the stage to receive your award. Using either one of the staircases, whichever one you are comfortable using, you are welcome to be masked or unmasked, depending on your comfort level. We will invite you to shake hands, depending again on your comfort level with the council representative. Again, if you want to elbow bump, that's cool too, whatever you like. Then pause for a quick glance at the audience. You will then exit backstage, and a volunteer will direct you to our portrait photographer, Ken Solio, who is out in the side. He will take your photo, and once that's done, you may return to your seats. All right, let's begin. Is there a Boston Bruins fan in the house? Well, there's one anyway. We're going to begin the presentations with the Community Service Award category, and we ask that Councillor Jeff Lees please join me on stage. I'm just happy, unlike previous years, we aren't playing you. Welcome back. The Community Service Award recognizes individuals or groups that have a leadership role or positively impacted the community with their actions. The volunteer efforts of the recipients in this category create experiences, programs, and services that our citizens have come to rely on. To begin, we call upon our first recipient, Christy Lamb. Christy has shown a strong commitment to serving those around her over the past 3 years at Trinity College School. With 93 total volunteer hours, she's helped in a vast range of service programs within the TCS community and in Port Hope. She showed a particular interest in helping her peers by being a homework tutor, being part of numerous awareness groups, and helping in the Writing Center, and being a boarding house leader. Thank you, Christy, for your willingness to never turn down an opportunity to give back to your peers and to our community. Next, I would like to invite Peter Huffman to the stage. Peter is the former chair and founding member of the Port Hope Waterfront and Trail Committee that created a trail that stretches 2.5 kilometers along the waterfront. The trail is now enjoyed by hundreds of Port Hope residents and visitors alike. It took countless hours of dedication to create during his long stint on the Waterfront Committee, which has led to an increased use and focus on Port Hope's waterfront. In addition, Peter was also the past chairman for the Port Hope Ruth Clark Activity Center for Seniors. Thank you for your service, Peter. Marion Hamilton is our next recipient. Marion has shown a strong commitment to service over her 3 years at Trinity College School. She has shown her commitment by volunteering at several school and community programs such as the Animal Support Club, Master Key, Yearbook, along with multiple other programs and events. During this time, she's given over 107 volunteer hours to the school and the community of Port Hope. She is dedicated to serving her community and always exceeds expectations. Thank you, Marion, for all you do. Our next recipients are Jennifer and Britt Earl. Jennifer and Britt have been volunteering to support, design, and deliver the Port Hope Santa Claus Parade since 2013. As part of service, Jennifer's sponsorship coordinator responsible for contacting local businesses to source funds to pay for many of the parade's expenses and has raised thousands of dollars over the years. Britt has been providing his professional experience as a driver to transport marching band members to the parade staging area, guaranteeing fun times for all with a sense of humor. In addition, the pair host the annual parade wrap-up meeting at their home where they serve dinner to the committee volunteers. These two have been working behind the scenes for years to ensure a safe, successful, and vibrant Port Hope Santa Claus Parade, and this year back in person. We appreciate all that you've done. Unfortunately, Jennifer and Britt are unable to join us tonight, but we celebrate them just the same. Our next recipient is Lynn Rogalski. Lynn, while volunteering with Helping Hands Northumberland, has gathered, sewn, and knit many valuable items during donating them to help fulfill community needs. And though when she was first approached to make just a few pairs of socks, Lynn has gone over and above all expectations. She also supports many other organizations in town, such as Rose Quest, the Salvation Army, and food banks. Thank you, Lynn, for your caring, thoughtful, and creative service. Our next recipient is Isabel Brown. Despite Isabel's service eligibility at TCS being hampered by the pandemic, she was still able to rack up over 200 hours of community and school service during her 3 years at TCS. As part of her service, she participated in a Week Without Walls volunteer initiative, AFL Learning Service. She volunteered at Rose Glen Village and Hope Street Terrace. She was a student leader with a campus service site called Seeds, a program for students interested in learning how to grow their own food and cultivate plants. And this year, she holds two stewardship positions when assisting with the academic support during the evening study. Thank you very much, Isabel. Our next recipient is Martha Sienna. Are you in the house? Martha has been an integral part in moving the HBIA, the Heritage Business Improvement Area, or Downtown Business Association, forward during her time as chair during the past 3 years. During her 8 years on the board, she has a long list of accomplishments, including putting up lights and other holiday decorations in the downtown area. She has assisted with putting up the flags on the poles, helped to organize and create relationships with TCS volunteers, researched and wrote the Port Hope History Walks, as well as acting as a tour guide, just to name a few accomplishments. We want to thank this dedicated volunteer who brings passion to everything she does. Thank you, Martha. Next up on our community service list are the Cameco Capitol Arts Center volunteers. Amazing volunteers. The Capitol Theater relies on a phenomenal group of volunteers. These folks are goodwill ambassadors of this historic landmark and cultural hub. The volunteers run all functions of the front of the house for performances, concerts, movies here at the Arts Center, including the Civic Awards. These dedicated volunteers provide a quality theater-going experience and ensure a welcoming atmosphere. The volunteer teams have devoted countless hours of their valuable time to help the theater pivot in times of uncertainty and ensure exceptional and safe experiences. Celebrating 5 years of service tonight with us are Liz Stephen, Kristen Ryan, Cheryl Rice, Laura Reagan, Catherine Raby, Frank Raby, Jackie Kirtley, Alan Keys, Jennifer Keys, Paul Hay, Diane Field, Marilyn Ferguson, Janet Evans, Nellie DeJong, and Don Cameron. Please come up and receive your awards. It's okay, take your time. Thank you all very much. Next up are 8 individuals who have given 10 years of service to the theater. Sharon Ware, Joanne Stewart, Vicki Maniley, Cassie Lamont, Pauline Harris, Blake Harris, Lynn Echeverria, and Michelle Cunningham Langevin. Celebrating 15 years of service, our next group of volunteers have exhibited outstanding dedication as well. Peter Thorpe, Annabelle Thorpe, Vera Kaliz, Nancy Lynch, and Sylvia Binkley. Thank you very much. We would now like to recognize Glenn and Carol Thompson for their 2-decade-long involvement with the theater. Thank you, Glenn and Carol, for 20 years of passionate service. Thank you very much again, Glenn and Carol. And last, we extend a special thank you to Nicole Corbeil and Joan Ashton, who have been volunteering with the Capitol Theatre for 25 consecutive years. Your work behind the scenes and contributions to a wide assortment of productions is celebrated and appreciated. Please give a big round of applause to Nicole and Joan for a well-deserved Community Service Award. Thank you very much. It takes many dedicated people to create and maintain a strong and vibrant community, and these recipients tonight are an example to us all. Thank you to all of our Community Service Award recipients. Thank you as well to Councillor Lees for handing out the Community Service Awards. It's great to see you in person again. I really mean that. We are now going to welcome Jennifer's Jazz It Up Studio of Dance to the stage. Maestro, over to you.
Listen, people, here comes Dr. Jazz. He's got glory all around him, yes he has. And when the world goes wrong, you got the blues. He's the man what makes you get out both your dancing shoes. Yes, he has. Ain't no medicine known to man make you feel good like the doctor can. Only name that you need to know. World's greatest one-man show. Even the devil, whoever he was, couldn't play jazz the way Johnny does. Hello, Central, give me Dr. Jazz. Swing with the roll. I feel that stepping through you right down to your soul. So spread the word wherever you may go. You've seen the light tonight, now you know. Blaze his name across the sky, flaming letters 10 feet high. J.R. Morton. Hello world, you can call me Jelly. Who do you love? Jelly. Louder. Everybody. Louder. Dr. Jazz. Dr. Jazz. Dr. It's Dr. Jazz.
Can we get another round of applause for our beautiful dancers? I'm going to share with you guys, this is their very first stage performance since the pandemic. So kudos to them because they persevered through lockdowns and shutdowns and a bazillion and one Zoom classes. We are Zoomed out. But I am so proud of them for persevering through that. It hasn't been easy on any of us, any of you, or any of them. So thank you, dancers, for your beautiful performance and all your hard work through all of this. So thank you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Miss Jennifer. Jennifer Mercer from Jennifer's Jazz It Up. I'm the studio director there. We've had this studio for 23 years, and we've been in Port Hope for almost 20 now. So Port Hope's our hometown. We are so proud to represent Port Hope everywhere we go. And speaking of everywhere we go, we just made a huge announcement today that our studio is the very first Canadian studio to be officially invited to perform in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I couldn't be more proud of our team. I'm sure you've seen them in every parade we've had in the last 20-some-odd years, dancing down the street. And now we're going to share our sparkle with New York City. So we're very excited that this November we will be dancing in New York City. So it's a huge honor. And we're so thrilled. So we have one more special performance for you. It's called Love Shack, and this is one of our jazz dances. So please, are they ready? I'm not sure if they're ready. But you will be, I'm sure you'll love them. Please welcome to the stage, Love Shack.
A faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the Love Shack, yeah.
Wow, that was absolutely fantastic and amazing news. How about that? Macy's Parade. That is incredible. Thank you very much, Jennifer. Thank you to all of your dancers. You guys are absolutely fantastic, and I know you'll make Port Hope proud. To continue with the award presentations, I call Councillor Laurie Carr to the stage to present awards in the Arts and Culture category. The Arts and Culture category, or the award, is presented to individuals or groups for promotion of the arts, high achievement in the arts, and for significant cultural contributions to the community. Our first recipient in the Arts and Culture category is Leslie Smith. Leslie is an artist and community activist who's been partnering with the municipality since 2018, offering interactive experiences and art displays at the Port Hope Canada Day event. Over the past 2 years, Leslie has pivoted her support to include designing downloadable coloring sheets for families and a collaborative Every Child Matters art piece. Pre-pandemic, Leslie's involvement included designing a theme, sourcing materials, and building props and backdrops to create original selfie stations in Memorial Park at the in-person event. Her handcrafted selfie stations took many months to construct, and for multiple years, Leslie created an original concept that was carefully thought out, using pre-loved and recycled materials as much as possible. The photo booths offer an interactive component and a space for family, friends, and neighbors to engage with each other, share, laugh, and reflection at the Port Hope Canada Day event. Is Leslie here? Incredible initiatives. Now we would like to recognize the volunteers who deliver the Port Hope House Tour, another event that pivoted and evolved in the COVID era. First, we call to the stage Bill and Marnie Bickle. As co-chairs of the Port Hope House Tour Committee for the past 2 years, Bill and Marnie took on creating an entirely new house tour experience by starting a brand new architectural walking tour during the months of August and September, engaging new volunteers and guests enjoying Port Hope. This virtual house tour raised over $30,000 for heritage conservation projects in Port Hope. In addition, they're also part of the ACO Port Hope branch and the St. Mark's Historical Board. These bright stars continue to ensure the homes and buildings of Port Hope will continue to shine for decades to come. Thank you very much. Next, please join me in welcoming Ian Everdell. Ian has achieved very high standards of excellence in the promotion of the heritage conservation and the culture of the municipality of Port Hope by creating and maintaining the Port Hope House Tours website. Hi, Ian. Hi, Ian. This includes the creative artwork on the site, working on the self-guided walking tours, along with creating an online space to sell tickets online. His YouTube channel, created to promote the house tour, has over 9,000 views and has helped create a thriving newsletter. All of this was created in 2021 as the tour migrated from 55 years of in-person to completely online. Thank you, Ian. Now, last and certainly not least, we celebrate Amy Tedford, who is unable to join us tonight, unfortunately. Amy's commitment, though, to planning an organization and her drive for excellence has helped the Port Hope House Tour Committee change its focus from an in-person event to what it is today. Amy pushed forward the modernization of this event, overhauling the marketing strategy in the months before the pandemic began. Having this new approach in place meant that she could fast forward an almost exclusive online approach to the house tour. She coordinated all of the sponsored artwork and design, created new sponsorship packages, and co-managed the design and uploading of 3 self-guided walking tours. Thank you, Amy. Thank you to Councillor Carr very much for joining us tonight in handing out the Arts and Culture Awards. We'd like to ask now Councillor John Bickle to join me on stage to present the next category, which is agriculture. The Agricultural Award is presented to an individual or group who has had a considerable impact in the area of agriculture, has promoted agricultural awareness, and exhibited leadership within the agricultural community in the municipality of Port Hope. Tonight, we recognize Bill and Mary Jean Van Dorp. The Van Dorp family, Van Dorp Farms, have been in service for 57 years, selling picked strawberries and giving customers the option to pick their own, an activity that can bring in 1,000 people a day. Strawberry season also provides local employment for 15 kids each year. Outside of the popular strawberry crops, Bill and Mary Jean are always experimenting, testing to see what types of crops grow best, and educating people on the importance of soil rotation and management. Bill and Mary Jean are active members of several agricultural organizations and act as a voice for the Northumberland agricultural community. Thank you both. And thank you, Councillor Bickle. Would Councillor Vicky Mink now join me on stage to present the next category? Our next category is for philanthropy. The Philanthropy Award is awarded to an individual, couple, or group for their outstanding desire to promote the welfare of others through their generous donation of money, goods, talent, or service. Let's give it up for Gen Z Under Strange Time group members Jasmine Shen, Andrew Lee, and Eason Yang. Gen Z Under Strange Times, abbreviated as Gen Z, is a nonprofit initiative started by these three compassionate Trinity College School senior students. It began with an idea to help local residents and institutions struck hard by the pandemic, so they created a website to encourage their peers to donate and understand the importance of local industries. Through their efforts, $3,900 was raised and donated to Lake Ridge Health Foundation to purchase urgent supplies like masks, another $2,000 given to the Port Hope Public Library, another $3,000 was raised for the Port Hope Capitol Theatre. Later, they raised another $4,500 for PPE. We want to thank these teens for their compassion and inspiring action during this time. And thank you to Councillor Mink. And would ask Councillor Wendy Meadows now to join me on stage for the next category, which is the Environment Award. The Environment Award is presented for outstanding leadership, inspiration, innovation, or action on behalf of environmental causes. Tonight we recognize Forests for Our Future Community Association, Inc. This community association was initiated to create a campaign to protect and preserve 907 trees and a Penryn woodland. They organized with the goal of helping to create citizen engagement, advocacy for the enhancement of a healthy local environment and environmental sustainability. Together with its members, this association raised awareness by hosting a community rally event and addressed the importance of protecting the woodlot by bringing in a featured guest speaker and donor. They conducted a major sign campaign to save the trees and created an email campaign to successfully encourage the municipality to include the funds in the 2022 budget for community climate action. Thank you for championing the trees. Thank you, Forests for Our Future Community Association. Thank you, Councillor Meadows, for handing out the Community Service Award here. Before we get to the final presentations of the evening, we are going to welcome Matt Marcuse to the stage. Matt?
All right. This is my first time on the stage. I'm a little nervous. Thank you so much. My name is Matt Marcuse, and if you've seen me around town, you know I love some boat songs, so I'm going to sing you a boat song right now. Try to make you cry a little bit. 'Twas a late 65 at the old Walsey Yard. She was commissioned to pull the black tar. We built the Northumbria there on the bar. Roll, Northumbria, roll. And when the Egyptians, they closed the Red Sea, call came on high from the powers that be to build a royal monster right down on the quay. Roll, Northumbria, roll, me boys. Roll, Northumbria, roll. Carpathia, vengeance, celestial call. She was the tankard to outsize them all. From the banks of the Mersey to the port of Hull. Roll, Northumbria, roll. And fair Princess Anne threw a bottle of wine, watched as the giant sat down in the Tyne. What lay ahead could no mortal divine. Roll, Northumbria, roll, me boys. Roll, Northumbria, roll. And it's one for the hot sun above, two for the empire we love, and it's three for the fire that burns down below. Roll on, Northumbria. Roll, Northumbria, roll. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh. And it's one for the hot sun above, two for the empire we love, and it's three for the fire that burns down below. Roll on, Northumbria. Roll, Northumbria, roll. So come all ye good workmen, beware the command. It comes down on high from the desk of a man who's never held steel or torch in his hands. Roll, Northumbria, roll. From atop the wild breaker, the cracks in her frame, she spilled her black guts all across the wild main. But she limped away through an ocean of flame. Roll, Northumbria, roll, me boys. Roll, Northumbria, roll. And it's one for the hot sun above, two for the empire we love, and it's three for the fire that burns down below. Roll on, Northumbria. Roll, Northumbria, roll. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are wonderful. I got to tell you, it's been a dream of mine to be up on this stage. I've sat in those seats many, many times, and I've always thought what it would be like to be up here. And so today's a very special day for me. I want to thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you. I got time for one more song. So in the beginning of the pandemic, I got a week off of work. Oh, yeah. Nobody was sure what was going on, so they kind of split us up. So I said, okay, I got a week off. I'm going to write my album. So I wrote one song and got really good at Call of Duty. I'm just kidding. I didn't really get that good. So I love this town so much. So I wanted to kind of give back. I wanted to write something historical about this town. So I took the second greatest venue here, which is the Ganaraska Hotel, and I wrote a song about her. And I hope you like it. The song's called The Ganaraska Hotel. It's still a working title. It goes like this. The chorus is pretty easy, so if you get the gist of it, please sing back. Oh, let's all go to the Ganny. Oh, let's go to the bar where you can get drunk off your fanny. Come on, boys, it's not that far. It's a place we go where our smiles grow, in our hearts we all hold dear. Now let's all go to the Ganny and have ourselves a beer. You guys think you can manage that? Well, there's a place I know in Ontario where the folk are strong and free. And if you've never been, boys, just come right in, relax and take a seat. And if you ask real nice and you pay the price, get smashed right off your rear. Let's all go to the Ganny and have ourselves a beer. Oh, let's all go to the Ganny. Let's go to the bar where you can get drunk off your fanny. Come on, boys, it's not that far. It's a place we go where our smiles grow, in our hearts we all hold dear. Now let's all go to the Ganny and have ourselves a beer. Built in 1837, boys, it was just like heaven. She was the pride of joy there on the streets. A place to rest your head in a warm and cozy bed, or maybe get a little something to eat. Then in 1864, Charlie Lambert took the floor and the whole town gave a cheer. Now let's all go to the Ganny and have ourselves a beer. Oh, let's all go to the Ganny. Let's go to the bar where you can get drunk off your fanny. Come on, boys, it's not that far. It's a place we go where our smiles grow, in our hearts we all hold dear. Let's all go to the Ganny and have ourselves a beer. Oh, back in 1880, well, I'm telling you there, lady, that now the place was called the Bennett House. Then for 67 years, that's where people got their beers. And in alcohol, their livers they would douse. But there may come a day when I do not feel this way, and things just might not seem as they appear. So let's all go to the Ganny, have ourselves a beer. Oh, let's all go to the Ganny. Let's go to the bar where you can get drunk off your fanny. Come on, boys, it's not that far. It's a place we go where our smiles grow, in our hearts we all hold dear. Now let's all go to the Ganny and have ourselves a beer. I want to hear you guys sing real loud on the next chorus, okay, guys? Okay, guys? All right, here we go. Then just after the war, the bar was named once more. Now the Ganaraska Hotel is its name. Now you can probably see what that place means to me, and why the bar just lives up to its fame. Well, that's my song, and it's been so long since I swung from the chandelier. Let's all go to the Ganny and have ourselves a beer. Ready? Let's all go to the Ganny. Let's go to the bar where you can get drunk off your fanny. Come on, boys, it's not that far. It's the place we go where our smiles grow, in our hearts we all hold dear. Let's all go to the Ganny and have ourselves a beer. So let's all go to the Ganny and have so much. You guys are wonderful. Take care. Cheers.
Well, I'm convinced. What a voice. Great songs. That was beautiful. Thank you, Matt. Matt Marcuse, ladies and gentlemen. And all this time, he was just this nice guy sitting backstage in the green room, said hi, you know. Wow. All right, we're going to continue with the awards presentation. I call now on Deputy Mayor Les Andrews back to the stage and Civic Awards Committee Chair Cherry Kroger to the podium. She's going to introduce the next program highlight.
Get to take this off for a second. Hello and welcome everyone. That was amazing. The entertainment tonight has been incredible, so thank you so much, guys. Really, really good. So, as York said, I'm Carrie Lee Kroger. I have been chair for the last 4 years and been on the committee for a lot longer than that. And so excited to be back in person after the last few years and to see all these faces. Thank you so much for coming out. The Civic Awards holds a deep part in my heart because it gives me the opportunity to read all of these nominations and all of these things that you guys all do every single day without asking for thanks. You just do them. And it touches my heart every single time. So thank you for being here. Thank you for the work that you're doing. And I get the special honor of telling you what's coming up next. So as you know, the last couple of years have been online, and we haven't had a chance to thank our outstanding citizens in person, so we get a chance to do that tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. And because we didn't have a nomination for Outstanding Citizen this year, these are our reigning Outstanding Citizens. So I want to give them a huge thank you. Mostly, I just hope that you guys here watching this ceremony are inspired. You go out and you do the things that you do and inspire other people to do the same thing and help out those who are in the community. And next year, we want to get more nominations in. So put out those nominations, and thank you so much. So without further ado, York, how about you reintroduce our Outstanding Citizens?
Thank you very much. Carrie, you've done a fantastic job. I remember I was on the committee when you came on board, and Avril and myself both knew you go off to higher things and take the thing over, for sure. Thank you very much. It is my pleasure tonight to highlight the next names on your program, and we're going to start off with Karen O'Hara. For Karen, volunteering is a way of life, a way of cultivating and nurturing community, and it has continued for decades. In the mid-70s, she was a certified Girl Guide leader and a candy striper. In the 80s, she was assistant coach and governor for the Port Hope Girls Softball Association. Throughout the 90s and into the early 2000s, she was a proud member of the Port Hope Connect Club. She served on the Port Hope and District Chamber of Commerce Board from 1997 until 2003 and was president for 4 of those years. She has served the Port Hope Legion Branch 30, Candlelight Christmas Committee, Santa Claus Parade Committee, and Northumberland Rotary Sunrise. Karen is a connector and a creator. She is known for her giant smile and exceptional organization. Karen was named Outstanding Citizen in 2020. Please join me in person congratulating Karen once again.
Good evening, everyone, members of council. Thank you so much for this prestigious award. 2 years ago, I was thrilled to receive it in a much smaller crowd. Tonight, it's even more thrilling, but I do have to say, I used to have a favorite song, but now I have a new favorite song. Let's all go to the Ganny for a beer. Volunteering in this community is so easy and so much fun, and I encourage every one of you to take part in something. It gives you so much value, and you meet so many new people, and that's the best part. I'm sitting with my granddaughter tonight. She's 8, Sophia, and I was telling her that as a little girl, I used to lose a lot of teeth in this theater on the Macintosh taffy. Volunteering isn't one person job. There's many, many people and many, many creations have evolved around in this community by volunteering. I'd like to thank my husband, Danny. He's a wonderful man, and we just actually got married last September. And I have to say, yes dear, okay boss, okay, whenever I ask him to load, unload, go here, go there, load. Hollywood has their awards, the Oscars and the Emmys. And from the bottom of my heart, winning the Outstanding Citizen Award for 2020 is my Emmy, Port Hope style. Cheers.
Sophia, you got a pretty cool grandma right there. Thank you very much, Karen, again, for all that you do. The Bear. Barry Adamson, best known in the community as The Bear. He is a truly positive, outgoing, and wonderful person. He wrote this. Barry was named Outstanding Citizen in 2021. His passion for community service and natural leadership has enabled him to preserve and celebrate local cultural heritage and tradition within Port Hope. He does this all while spreading joy and bringing success and notoriety to the projects he's involved with. His helpful, problem-solving attitude is put to work in many ways throughout our community. He has been a valued leader of the Float Your Fanny Down the Ganny event committee, and it came back this year in person. Thank you! And a founding member of the Port Hope Agricultural Club. He has served on the Wesleyville Cemetery Board, volunteered with the Canada Day and Santa Claus parades, volunteers the Sound for Remembrance Day ceremonies at the Salvation Army and with the Beavers and at Ganaraska Trail Public School, just to name some of his worthy contributions to the community. Please join me in thanking and congratulating Barry Adamson, the Bear, once again.
Wonderful words. Well, thank you. This is so different than I was here last year and had to try and say a speech to 300 empty seats, 350. And it was just chilling because what do you do? Nobody laughed, nobody said anything. So thank you tonight for being here. I think I got 2 terms because you haven't got anybody this year. It's still raining. So I like that. And like all volunteers, I'm just kind of the figurehead. My wife, Brenda, has to put up with all my antics, running around doing all these things. And then there's my family that supports me on anything to do. And when I said, let's go move this, let's do that, they're always there to help. And the committee of people that go around you and come out when you say, let's go put on Float Your Fanny, and you get about 50 or 60 volunteers that all come out and help you when we have time at the Agricultural Heritage Club. All of these guys and girls that help make this town the wonderful place it is. So thank you for letting me be here, and thank you for all your support.
Please join me once again in thanking and congratulating Barry and Karen. On screen, you are going to see a list of names. These are all the past outstanding youth and past outstanding citizens since the inception of the program. These are our outstanding youths. An incredible group of volunteers that have given so much of their time, sweat, tears. We all know what it's like as volunteers. Congratulations to all of them. And our outstanding citizens. So many names up there, names we know, names we see on the street, and we'll walk by and shake your hand and say, what can I do for you? Pretty inspiring list of names that are up there, and it's going to continue to grow and grow and grow because, well, we just know what kind of an amazing community we live in. Thank you very much for being here with us. At this time in the program, we want to reflect a bit more on our shared community experience throughout the COVID-19 pandemic and publicly thank all the essential workers who, during the pandemic, worked tirelessly and selflessly to help serve our community throughout the crisis. The years 2020 and 2021 proved to be challenging. Our community had to, I hate the word, but it's true, had to pivot and adapt to a new way of life. There were many sacrifices and struggles, but we also saw triumphs of togetherness and resiliency. It was the tireless work of our frontline workers who kept our community running, who kept us fed, safe, and supported. Gas station attendants, grocery store workers, healthcare professionals, farmers and food producers, postal workers, plow operators and construction crews, vaccination clinic volunteers. The list goes on. Tonight we honor the wide variety of individuals across a wide variety of jobs for their commitment and fortitude to show up for their duties and care for all of us in Port Hope. Congratulations to all of our incredible recipients so far. We only have one award left to present tonight, our Outstanding Youth. To help us present this final award, I call on all members of council to the stage. It's been so long these last 2 years without being able to get out and do anything in public. The suit's been hanging up, and I swear a moth ate a little hole in my arm right here. The prestigious Outstanding Youth Award is presented to an individual and recognition of outstanding achievements and volunteer contributions within their school and community. During these times, maybe more than ever, we are faced with considering what it means to be a good citizen, a helpful neighbor, and a community champion. To be a problem solver, a doer, and a dreamer. One that takes action, inspires action, and helps keep our community connected. It is these characteristics that define our next recipient. This grade 12 Port Hope High School student has logged more than 160 hours serving her community and jumping in at every opportunity, all while working a part-time job and starting her own business. Her service started when she was young, making sleeping mats out of milk bags with her grandmother to ship to children in need. Since then, she's volunteered for the Port Hope Santa Claus Parade, community cancer fundraisers as a horse groomer, and offering her service to shovel snow. When the COVID pandemic hit, she worked alongside her mother shopping for groceries and preparing large batches of meals for a local senior who needed help and support. In 2021, she volunteered to clean up the river and worked to restock it with fish. In school, she's a proud member of the girls' volleyball team where she's been named MVP 3 times. She's been a valued member of the school advisory council since grade 10, at first as athletics minister, promoting and supporting the school's athletic programs, and most recently as a social justice minister, focusing her attention on initiatives that create opportunities for all students. In grade 11, she began to put her academic abilities to work by taking a position as a teacher assistant for math, where she provided administrative support. This year's Outstanding Youth, Kate Mulder, is an honor roll student. She inspires those around her by her passion, her dedication to helping those in need, and her tireless enthusiasm. Kate, thank you for your leadership within the community and everything you do. Congratulations. Once again, this year's outstanding youth, Kate Mulder. At this time, I would like to invite Deputy Mayor Les Andrews over to the podium for a few closing remarks.
Well, Kate, congratulations. Well-deserved, incredible amount of effort, volunteering, participation, athletic, all around, just perfect. And congratulations to all our recipients. I'm very proud to be part of this very unique and vibrant community, and fortunate as Deputy Mayor to have had the opportunity to work alongside many of you, talk to many of you, argued with some of you. Your passion, dedication, and energy are second to none, and I'm pleased that your contributions have been recognized this evening. To echo sentiments from earlier tonight, volunteers really are the foundation of community life, and I thank you for your work here in Port Hope. If you were nominated to receive an award, please consider paying it forward for next year by nominating somebody. There's many, many deserving people. It doesn't have to be huge. Intent is more important than content. Our community has so many unsung heroes, and we're really looking forward to rounding out the stage next year with perhaps more athletic athletes. We know that a lot of athletics have been curtailed through the last couple of years, and hopefully that'll resurge again. And let's continue to honor those who expel great effort, continue to lift each other up, and celebrate our good news and plan for a bright future, because hopefully the worst is behind us. It can only get better. And with collaboration and care, our efforts can take us anywhere. And before I go, when I was out in the lobby, I heard that Jennifer and her organization was invited to Macy's, and I think that's incredible. She'll be a fantastic ambassador for Port Hope. To our entertainers, the greatest of ease, and to Matt. Matt, you may have a career headed somewhere, my friend. Great voice, great voices. And to Rob and Scott, thank you for your contribution. And I'd be remiss not to give my sincere thanks to the Civic Awards Committee, Carrie, and your team. And to all your members of your team, and including Jeannie. And I know it takes a lot of work. And Wendy, congratulations. And kudos to everybody. And you know what? Give yourself a big hand, because you're all part of this. And thank you.
Thank you very much, Les. And thank you to you for coming out and joining us here tonight as we celebrate community and all the good that people do right here to make the municipality of Port Hope a truly fantastic place to live. The work, the generosity, the achievements, and impacts of all the recipients can be seen and felt throughout our community year-round. It's your passion, your action, and your willingness to share that gives this town so much life. On that note, let's move the party. To the Ganny? Oh, by the way, I think Les is going to petition council so that after every council meeting, once everything's back completely in person, that song's going to be sung. Everybody's invited to a reception in the Sculthorpe Room. Please join us upstairs for some refreshments and continued celebration. Thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure. It's been so nice. Have a great night and keep volunteering.